I know, having talked about souls on earth acting as conduits during the Alliance meetings, have great joy in allowing myself to act as a conduit for a brother and sister, two spheres of light, two angels who wish to talk to you. Now, we have visitations and insights given by angelic beings on our level of vibration. But those angelic beings would find great difficulty in attempting to communicate with souls on earth were their communication not filtered down so that it will make sense to you in earthly terms, not in spiritual terms. In spiritual terms, you would understand them, but cannot yet reach out to them. And so I intend to act as a conduit for a brother and sister from the angelic realm, who are not that far from my realm at the moment. I am standing on one side of the gate, the door that leads to infinity. They are standing on the other. And I've just moved through into my sphere in order to communicate. Joy. What a wonderful, joyous opportunity to talk in love to brothers and sisters, to family, to relatives we have not spoken to in millennia. I am, in your terms, the female half of this connective sphere that is composed of myself and the male half of the equation. We have orbited each other for millennia. We have been connected as a sphere of purpose and love for millennia. And I, speaking at present, am the female, the feminine half, as you will understand it, of that sphere of connection. I will hand over to my beloved other half later in this discourse. And I want to speak to you because I enjoyed the earth before current civilization existed. I visited the earth at a time when the reason for the earth existing was more apparent. I visited the earth in full consciousness in order to experience the lessons that the earth could teach me as an evolving angel. And angel sounds very grand, doesn't it? It sounds very grand, but it's only a term, it's only a word. It is a word to express an elevated facet of the divine. But what I am is what you are at core, encapsulated. But in my time on earth, and there were several visits to the earth because I needed to learn incrementally certain things that I then wanted to take back to the angelic host. But I became lost, just as you are lost at the moment. I became lost in the effects of the fall, just as you are lost in the effects of the fall. But the fall, as Joseph has said in his books, the effects of the fall become more solidified with each turn of the wheel, with each time civilization falls and then is reconstituted to again to find its way out of the darkness and into the light. So my pull to the earth was not as strong as your pull to the earth is at present. I did not wish to come back and come back and come back and come back. At a certain point, I decided that I would move on. But because I was a victim, if you like, of the vibrations of the fall, I had to as you will have to. I had to move through the cleansing spheres that exist, vibrationally speaking, beyond the earth and allow you to shake off that density that Joseph has spoken about so that you can peel off those layers gradually and gradually regain your angelic inheritance and your angelic memory so that you can step outside of the effects of the fall and take your place once again as part of the angelic host, as the angel that you really are. And so I have gone through what you will go through. And it is not an unpleasant experience because even on the lower levels, the vibration is higher than it is here. And so you will experience more joy, you will experience less fear, and your fear of death, of ending, of termination, of oblivion will completely disappear. So the moment you step into the cleansing spheres, you are entering a brighter, a lighter world. And I worked my way through them because there were lessons to learn and there were skins to shed on each level. And then I came to the point where I was standing where Joseph is standing today, relatively speaking. And I made the decision that I would go through the door and out into infinity. And if you are wondering what that is like, it is like coming home. It is like coming home. The concept of infinity must seem very metaphysical, very abstract, very surreal to you. But at the point that you regain your entire angelic memory and volition, then it is a return. It is a reintegration while still being who you are. You are also part of a vaster, huger family than you can imagine. The love, the peace, the harmony, and the excitement at being able then, in freedom, freed from the shackles of the fall and the earth plane, being able to create once again. And so after a short period, my burning question was, what can I do now? Because it all seems so exciting. I tell you this because I want to try and point the pointer in your mind away from the material and towards the angelic. And to say there is a thrilling, wonderful journey ahead for you. And there is also a thrilling and wonderful journey for you on earth if you will work towards dissipating the heavy crust of dark vibration, the layering of experience, negative experience that you have placed around yourself and around the earth at this time. And I began with joy, and I want to end with joy because at heart you are joy. The divine is joy, the divine is love, the divine is inclusion, the divine is warmth. The divine is existence that continues to expand and unfold without fear, without bitterness, without the need to subjugate others so that you might be elevated. None of that exists in our realms. Whilst I was on earth, my other aspect, my other half, if you like, the other half of the sphere, was in the cleansing spheres. Not because he wanted to be in the cleansing spheres, but because in order to be close to me and maintain a psychic link at times when I was sleeping or meditating, he needed to be closer in vibration to me, and so had to step down, as it were, from the angelic realm and clothe himself to a certain extent in the lesser vibrations of the cleansing spheres in order that I would not be completely lost. And I would like to pass over communication at this point to him.
The message that Joseph gave was that we can all do something that will make change happen. And that is by joining us in the World Meditation Alliance. And we will show those details of how you can do that on the bottom of this video. Basically, it means giving up an hour and a quarter on a weekly basis to join us, the World Meditation Alliance. And we meditate in perfect alignment with that angelic intention. Michael gives us that intention on a monthly basis. He channels it through the Joseph Communication Group. You need to join us. We need to get over 10,000 people meditating together, and we can make a difference. We can make a change, as Joseph said. So from Joseph's plug, I feel I can mention this. Please join us. Please, please, please join us in the meditation. The difference will be enormous that we can make together.